Okay, here we go. Don't forget to do your criminal justice essay. I've got it set up to be due tomorrow, but that's just to make it pop up in your to-do list since I forgot to do it this weekend, so, if it takes me a minute to get it graded and then it takes you a minute to do the second chance on it, it'll be fine. We'll get it all together before it all gets to the end, but that was my fault. Okay. If you can't see something, let me know you can't see it. So we're about to look at the FAQ for the argument essay. So you should see the you should see Canvas right now. And hopefully you can hear me. Somebody tell me if you can hear me. Because y'all know I mess that up sometimes. And I've been sitting here talking and can't nobody hear me. Sierra, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Miss P.
Awesome, okay. Got you, I got you. I just didn't want to keep on. Oh my goodness, all right. Blabbing on and nobody can hear me. All right, we're in the share, so let me reshare it again. All right, in Canvas, looking at the not this FAQ, but the FAQ for the argument essay. Just this overview. It's not an assignment, remember, there's nothing to do here, but you need to remember the topics that are off limits. Because I've kicked a couple of those back in Comp 1 and said you gotta do something different. These are off limits. I still haven't put these dates in here. Maybe I'll do that today. But I think I did date all your different pieces. Ask me as many questions as you want to, please. We can save a lot of problems if you'll just ask me some questions as you go while you're writing an argument essay. You got examples for each step, and all the examples are good except for that last week when I goofed around and showed y'all some bad examples I didn't mean to. And then I posted them in Canvas and I took them back out, but I did send you Devon Miller's examples, and his examples are good. So if you will use his as a model, your stuff will be right. Now here, whenever you're quoting, if you will use these examples and model your quotes after these quotes, you'll be right on the game, okay? You won't have to be worried about looking anything up online or any of that stuff. It's set up exactly right with the commas, the quotation marks, and how to end it, and it tells you what's going on. You don't understand something, you know what to do. Okay, so this is your FAQ. It's got all the examples in it, plus some stuff about quoting, plus the off-limit topics. Well, let's go to step 1. I'm not ready to go there yet. Hold on. Go to step 1. Let's see if maybe, yeah, good deal. Step 1's next. We'll talk about step 2 tomorrow, okay? If I start trying to talk about step 2, stop, say no. We're doing that tomorrow. Step 1 is enough. If you haven't done step 1 yet, this is the part where you need to go slower than you want to go, okay? So I'm just going to walk you through it. You're going to click on this, first little link right there, and it's going to take you to this library page. Click on A to Z Online Resources. And if you need me to back up and do anything or say, hold on, what did you just do? Just tell me. Just click on this little S right here and it'll open up get you to the S's, because you're gonna need sirs. And that is the only one I want you to use. And you're gonna put your username and email. I should have done this before class started, because sometimes it takes a second. But while that's spinning, let me show you. Don't panic, because all that stuff is listed right here. And everything I'm about to say is listed on this PDF, okay? All right, let me make this a little smaller. I've said this before, but I'm gonna say it like at least 5 more times. Pick something that interests you. If you just click on any random thing thinking, well, you're gonna hate this topic in about 30 minutes into it, but you're not gonna feel like going back and picking something else. Click around in these topics and see if it actually is gonna interest you enough to spend the next couple of weeks with it. We're almost done. This argument essay is hard. Now remember, this stuff here is fine to read. Do not quote from this. Don't quote from it and don't cite it. This is not eligible to be used as a source in your paper. And if I scroll down, you can click on this. There's more articles. If you don't like these 6 articles, you don't have to use them. There's more. Plenty more. All this is good stuff to read. Don't cite it for your paper. It doesn't count. It's good for background. If you want to go out onto the web and just randomly read stuff about your topic, fine. But don't cite it for your essay. That's just for you to teach yourself about your topic. Okay, so let's say that one of my things that I think is we buy way too many clothes and then throw them in the trash. I mean, how many of y'all clean out your closets every year, maybe twice a year, and throw away a couple of garbage bags full of clothes or donate them or whatever, right? What's up? So, here's my question. This is going to make my thesis statement. I'm either going to say fast fashion cannot ever be sustainable because of 1 and 2, or I'm going to say, hey, fast fashion is sustainable and it's fine because of 1 and 2. So let's see who agrees with me. The fast fashion industry is shifting towards sustainability by using sustainable materials and offering recycling programs. Okay, got to make sure you have 2 reasons in favor of fast fashion. If you're against fast fashion, this is going to be your side. It is polluting the environment. Now, I've got to have 2 reasons why I'm against it. And my 2 reasons might not be just listed right up here like I want them. I wish they were. You got to dig through these articles to find your reasons. So I'm going to click on this article, right? The first thing I do every time is cite it. Copy that and paste it into a Word document. Whether I use the article or not, it doesn't matter. I might use it, I might not, but I'm going to go ahead and get my citation. Control V, y'all. Just grab it. And then I'm going to dig through this article and find a quote or 2 or 3 quotes that interest me. So it talks about upcycling, recycling clothes and all that. Maybe I wanna use that, maybe I don't. But I'm gonna just start shopping for quotes. I'm not gonna copy paste this whole big chunk of a quote into my essay. I'm just grabbing a whole bunch of extra to make sure I get enough of the quote so that I do have something to use for my essay. So shop for your quotes first. Go through all of your articles. Remember to email them to yourself too. Email them or save them to your cloud and cite every one of them. You're gonna need that citation. Make sure you pick a topic that interests you first, which now that I look at this topic, I'm really not that interested in. Social media is so lame. I'm so tired of that topic. Art censorship. Should we censor the arts from anybody? Is it okay to censor certain works of art if it's offensive to other people? So I would ask that question. I have to have 2 reasons against it. But then I'm also going to eventually present the people who are in opposition to me. So you're going to need both sides. You're not arguing both ways, but you're going to need quotes from both sides. Now let's get back to step 1, because I'm getting off in the weeds here. That's how you get your articles, start getting your quotes, start getting an idea of what you want to do and how you're going to talk about it. This is me talking about this whole introduction, the copy paste, and everything I just did. And I think we did this video last week in this class. Okay, so what do you actually need to do for step 1? Tell me why you feel the way you feel about your topic. Let me go back and try to pick another one. Let's see what pop culture is about. No, I don't like that one. Ooh, online piracy. Don't know anything about that. Okay. Should the government increase its oversight and investigations into online piracy? And I would say yes, because people are having their work stolen from them, and it actually ends up costing us money. So it harms the economy and it harms the integrity or the rights of those people to own their work that they produced. So there's my 2 reasons. So I would get into my introduction and let's see what I would say. All right, y'all watch me. Here's my thesis, right? I'm gonna throw a real thesis down up here. I don't know what I'm saying right here, but okay. So this is my thesis statement, and it's going to be the last sentence in my paragraph, right? So I've got to work up to that. It's not gonna let me. Okay. There we go, it's way down there now. Okay. All right, how did I do on my introduction? Did I do okay? Were y'all able to see my introduction?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, so you see how I just came right off the top of my head and I said, and this was a topic that I already knew something about. And so I already had an opinion about it anyway. So I was able to say, hey, nobody should be able to jump online and download a PDF of my book that I wrote. I mean, how would you feel if somebody, if you made this movie or you wrote this book or whatever, and you were making your living off of it, and you were hoping to leave that legacy to your children and your children's children, that should be protected by copyright and the people who are able to pirate it. But you get what I'm saying? It's got to be something you can get into. If you can't get into it and you're not feeling it, it's not going to make a good essay. So here is, let me get back to my share. Share it whenever you do your introduction. You just come right off the top of your head and tell me why you feel the way you feel. I don't care what everybody else thinks. I only care about what you think. Why do you feel the way you feel about your topic? It's going to end with your thesis statement, but look, do me an extra favor. Come down here at the bottom and go, number one. Give me your 2 reasons that you are fighting for this topic. Okay? If you would do this for me, you would make my life so much easier. Now, I've got to prove both of these things. I might come back later and decide, hey, I don't like this reason because I can't prove it. I got to come up with another reason. And sometimes my articles will give me the reason. But this is what step 1 should look like. And you can look at Devon Miller's and see he is the one I texted to y'all. And I think I emailed it. If I didn't, tell me. if you'll use his as a model or this as a model, then your step one will be right. Okay? Don't make it really, really complicated. This is coming from your heart and your soul right here. But make sure you have 2 reasons. 2 different reasons. Let's see what else step one is. That's all step one is though, y'all. That's it. No quotes. You don't need any quotes in here. Now you can use, whenever you're looking at these articles, yeah, you can let them influence you and inspire you about what to say. So definitely read these before you jump into your introduction. Skim through them and let them feed your mind. But then make sure that you agree with whatever you're writing. Okay. But I am here on campus if you need help getting it going. And we'll talk about step 2 tomorrow, just like I promised. Oh, I know, I wanted to pick on Tucker. Is Tucker in here? I hate to pick on him when he's not here. I can't see. Hold on. Well, he's not here, but we're going to pick on him anyway. Y'all can see Tucker's paper? Look, he starts his sentence off right here. The death penalty has been one of the leading causes of deaths in America. Okay, you can't make a claim like that unless you back it up with a fact from research. I would say heart disease and cancer, obesity, maybe car wrecks, probably outpace death penalty deaths by a lot. So this is right here. You can't just jump out and say whatever you want to say in your essay. You got to be backed up. That's why he needs to come out of why he just is heart, mind, and soul against capital punishment personally. Now, I think this sentence gets closer to what he's thinking. Hey, why should these people have an easy escape from the crime, the heinous crime, like he says, that they committed? Let them sit and rot in a jail cell for life. Those are the things that he needs to be saying instead of trying to come out with these facts. Got it? And then he needs to come down here, 1, 2. Number 1, my first reason that I'm against the death penalty is this. I'm also against the death penalty because of this reason. So he needs 2 reasons listed down here for me so that I can specifically see exactly what he's going to argue in his essay. All right? I love Tucker, and he knows it, and y'all know it, but he needs to work on this a little bit more. But I'm glad that he had it here so that we could terrorize and torture him about what he didn't do right. But he's headed in a good direction. He's got some good sentences in here, but he's got a little bit more to do on this one. Oh, the final exam, I won't get off into that too much. If you want to take it on the 20th, you got to text me. I don't have a sign-up sheet for that. If you want to do it on the 23rd, 24th, or 25th, there's your sign-up sheet. I know you can't see that. Just sign up on one of those dates and times. And if you want to have some insurance, then screenshot it and send it to me in an email or a text. You shouldn't need that for any reason, but you know how some people mark your name. Some people are just still in elementary. So this is only if you want to take it in person. If you want to take it using HonorLock, by now a lot of y'all have experience with HonorLock. All right. That's just me fussing at y'all. That's got all your study stuff in it, I think. You got an HonorLock practice assignment that's due on the 15th. Click on it. It's going to tell you all the stuff you got to have in place to do HonorLock. So you may decide then, I don't even want to fool with this. Okay, let's look at what the question is. Because remember last time I had put that paragraph in there. This is the only thing that you have to answer. You put yes if you want to take it, or no if you don't want to take it. You can't get the answer wrong. And it's just 100. If you want it, fine. If you don't want it, it's okay too. There will never be a 0 in that spot for that grade. Okay. And then. Okay, I moved your final exam module all the way to the top so you don't have to hunt it down. It's gonna open at midnight on November 16th and close at December 1st. That's only for this class because it's an intensive class. So I have to leave it open until December 1st at 4 p.m. until everybody's taking the exam. They don't have to worry about it, right? But if you want to take it early, that's fine. That's when it'll open, which is next week. You can get it out of the way. It's exactly like the exam for intermediate. A real easy essay. So you already know what that's all about. Golly. Oh. That's all I had to talk about today. So if you want to come see me, come on. Are we doing anything, or we just, oh, Mackie, are we doing anything or going anywhere, or you just over here hanging out for a few minutes? Yeah, that's what. Okay, I'm gonna go.
I'm ahead to your classroom, P.
Hey, but I'm gonna go to lunch. So you go to lunch first, and then I'm gonna go to lunch, and I'll be back. Okay.
Okay.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna shut this down. If you need to talk to me, you can text me, or if you want to hang around and ask questions, you can still do that too. But I'm still here to answer your questions. I'm not gonna run out the door. Are you good?
Okay, one more question.
Okay.
Oh. Instead of saying, the topic said animals, I just changed the dog.
You can.
But I